I'm going to be specifically talking about Scnenty and to Scnenty consultants and giving examples on how to sell your business online. Now, I do understand I am not a Scnenty consultant, and I am not telling you to stop what you're doing or do what I'm telling you. I'm giving you ideas that you can incorporate into your current Scnenty business. Hello there and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Christina Spoor and welcome. I talk all about business tricks and tips and ideas that you can use for your business. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out. Today's video now is going to be a little different. I'm going to be specifically talking about Scnenty and to Scnenty consultants and giving examples on how to sell your business online. Now, I do understand I am not a Scnenty consultant, and I am not telling you to stop what you're doing or do what I'm telling you. I'm giving you ideas that you can incorporate into your current Scnenty business, because I do know the upline and the Facebook groups and everything that goes on in that community is phenomenal. I am just a business coach that loves to help other small business owners, giving them additional tools and strategies that just helps them and can give them even more of a boost in their business. So I'm not taking you away from anything that you're doing. This is just additional information for you. So what we're going to be talking about specifically, it is going to be a little longer today because I want to make sure to cover everything for you. I don't know how many videos I'll be doing. I mean, of course, if this is really beneficial, and a lot of you Scnenty consultants love it, I will definitely be making more videos. Just let me know in the comments below. So what we'll be talking about today: 3 ways you're going to promote your business online. We're going to talk about ideas you can use to attract your customers. And we're also be talking about bonus tips when you are prospecting or talking with prospects. So let's dive right into the first one: 3 ways to promote your business online. First one, social media. Now, a lot of you may be doing home parties. You may be talking with friends and family. You could be doing flyers. You could just be doing door-to-door. Did I say that already? But either way, if it's working, do it. If you're wanting to find an additional way to boost it up, this can only help, because if you're on social media and if you're online, you just have a whole nother presence in a whole nother world. And 2, the people that you do find offline, if they do want to find you online, that's just a great way for them to connect with you. So social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, they're all great. YouTube, all of them are great social media platforms. Pick what you like to do. Pick what you are comfortable doing. I personally really focus on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. Those are the 3 main platforms I personally like to do. Yes, I have an account for Pinterest and Twitter and LinkedIn, but and Tumblr. I don't necessarily go and engage with people on there. I do share my videos on there and my blog posts, but I'm not active on those profiles. I personally find Instagram and Facebook and YouTube work very, very well for my business. And for Scnenty, I do know that a lot of you with Facebook and Instagram, it's really beneficial because you can hook it up and you can share stuff on there. And 2, it's a visual. Instagram is very visual, so you can share a lot of your images on Instagram, Facebook with the videos and stories all intertwined. Very, very beneficial. So now we know social media, which I'm sure you might have known how important social media is. But let's just talk about, actually, I'm gonna reverse. I'm gonna talk about that in the other part of it. Let's just continue on to the 3 ways to promote your business. The second way to promote your business is through videos. You may be doing this already. You may not be doing this already. Now, I don't know if you're not doing it because it's something you're like, okay, I don't want to do for my business. I don't think there's a point to it. Or you're really like, oh my God, it's freaking me out. I'm so scared to get on camera. You're just like, no, I can't do it. It's okay. I'm here to tell you if it's something you don't think you should be doing. It's something that is, I do believe that's very beneficial for your audience. They will get to connect with you. It's a great way to show who you are, especially since you're in a direct seller business and they want you to sell directly to people, especially since you're not in person, being online and in camera. This is a way for you to talk to them personally. So videos, very, very, very important. Now, on the other hand, if it's just like, oh, I'm so freaked out, this really, really scares me, it's okay. I kid you not, the first video I did, it took like 50 takes. That was like 5 years ago now, 6 years ago. And every video I did, you may see now, this video is like just long. And if I even mess up or I ramble or something happens, I actually don't cut it out. Because I actually want you to feel like you're hanging out with me and I'm talking with you and like you're just with me. I just found I used to actually chop my videos and like cut everything I messed up with, like every little thing if I stumbled over a word or if I said something wrong. Now I'm just like, okay, whatever, I said it wrong. Because honestly, in a conversation, nothing's perfect in a conversation, because I sometimes forget what I'm talking about in my conversation and someone has to be like, this is what you're talking about. The only difference is it's not live and I don't have you to be like in the comments being like, Christina, this is what we were talking about, get back on track. So, as we're speaking on track, we'll get back on track. So the third way to promote your business is blogging. Now, you may have heard about this, you may kind of have an idea about this, and you may be like, do I need this for my business? Is this something that I really should do as a Scnenty consultant? It's up to you, completely up to you. I will let you know that having a blog and a website is a very, very, very powerful thing, and it not only lets you control everything you put on there, but everything you sell on there. It is your space, your home. What do I mean by this? I will pop up videos while I talk about this so you see this, but it's your homepage. So anything you write, anything you add, it's yours. You can customize the banners, you can customize the footer, you can customize the menu bars. So let's say you just want to have your home, your blog, your services tab, and your about me. You can have 4 windows. You can see on mine, I think it's my home, my services tab, my coaching tab, my done for you websites. Then I have another website that's my reseller website, where I show my YouTube, my services, other things. So you can customize a website completely different and actually promote what you're doing in a non-spammy way, educating your audience about your Scnenty business, which we're going to be talking about actually next. So the first 3 ways to promote your business are through social media, videos, blogging. Oh, one more thing on that note, your videos can be embedded into your blog post. And all of those, the videos, the blog posts, can be shared on your social media accounts to bring them over to your website. And I forgot one more thing, on the website, that's when you actually have a link to your Scnenty website. Because I do know you Scnenty consultants have a wonderful PWS, is that what it's called? System from Scnenty. And they give it to you, I think it's like $10 a month. And they actually have all the products on there for you, and you can edit the about page and some other stuff, and it's awesome and it's simple for you to do and send customers to it. Now, what I'm saying about having your own website is this is just a front end to buffer it, because since all you Scnenty consultants do have that Scnenty website, having a website on the front end that's customized like yours, has your own vibe to it, so your customers are like coming to your home, visiting your page. Since like, what if you're in Texas and someone's in Montana? What if you're in California and someone's in New York? You can't necessarily go over to their house and say, what's up? I want to sell you my Scnenty stuff. No, but when they click on your website, they can come over to your homepage, and that's like your homepage being like, come on over, but you're from not in my area. This is like my online world. Getting a little distracted. That just made me out of breath talking about a website. I think I need to go work out more. Oh my God. But I do ride bikes every day, so that does not make sense. I guess that's not enough for you health advocates out there. Okay, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, so next thing. Discovering the ideas to bring people to you and attract them to you. first thing first, you want to create engaging content. Things that your audience is like, okay, I love this and I want this. Ways you can create engaging content using Canva. I'll leave the link below for you. It's a free, you can pay a monthly fee, but you can use it for free. And you create social media graphics, PDFs, banners, all sorts of wonderful things for your business. Specifically, you can customize it for Scnenty. Yeah. But let's continue on to engaging content. So I'm going to break it down for each category that we talked about earlier. Creating engaging content for social media. You can do that through Scnenty. I actually did a Canva tutorial. If you want to learn how to use it, you can watch that as well. That way you can get the whole shebang on how to create social media graphics. But when you're doing it, let's give a specific example. Let's say you are selling I think you guys call it the mini warmers, the mini wall warmers, and it's the mini wall plugins. Or you're selling a wax warmer that is the plug-in that has like the cord, or you're selling like the cordless, no scents things, I think like room fragrance box, whatever, that smell good. You could, for social media, you could break this down and do a post on just the one that's cordless, or the one that's the room one that has no cord or anything or wall plug-in, the one on the plug-in, and the one with the cord. Or you could do one with all together and ask your audience, being like, which one do you prefer? Do you prefer A, B, or C? If it's a holiday one, you could specifically say which of the holiday one is your favorite one, which holiday scent is your favorite scent if it's a holiday scent, which scent is your favorite scent if there's scents. So there's lots of different things you can do to create engaging content, specifically asking questions, creating, I'm not saying creating like controversy, because you don't create like controversy. You want people to stop and like look at it, being like, maybe if you're like, if it's a like maybe you have like a Scnenty haunted, like, because I've seen the Scnenty houses or the Scnenty snowman guy, and you could be like the Scnenty house, do like a story about your haunted house when you went to a haunted house one time and it really, really freaked you out, and talk about how maybe a candle warmer reminded you of the scary house thing. So when people are reading it, they're like, oh my gosh, because most people have been to a haunted house, so maybe they're thinking in their head, they're like, oh my gosh, this is like really spooky, like I kind of need this in my house for Halloween because it's spooky. Because I feel like I saw a flyer with like a haunted spooky, or maybe it was just on the flyer, but that would made me think of it. So that was just something to think of. So creating engaging content with videos. Lots of ways to do that. Same thing with the Scnentys. You can educate your audience. So with blogging and videos, I'm not just sit there and pull up all of your things being like, this is my candle warmer. It is green, it has a quote on it, it's very durable, it has a cord, the watt lighting is this, the Scnenty is this, however you want to sell it. I actually am saying educating them by what it is. So say someone has no idea what a candle warmer is. Say someone goes to Google and says, what is a candle warmer? What is a wax warmer? And the videos that pop up are candles and wax warmers explaining what this is, the benefit of it, how you could use it in your home. Well, you want to be one of those first videos that pop up, because if someone's watching it and they're like, oh my gosh, that's really cool. I had no idea a wax warmer was like this. I had no idea a candle warmer was like this. Well, you are subliminally, if you're in there selling your Scnenty business, you're not sitting there going, well, I have the wax candle and I have the wax Scnenty thing. You should buy this because this is a really beneficial wax warmer. No, you're educating that person, saying what a wax warmer is you you plug it into the wall, and then you let it heat up, and then it actually melts the wax for you, which actually lets the scents come into the room, and you don't have to have a candle burning at all. So you don't have to worry about your house being on fire. I educated my audience, and then I let him or she let them know at the end, be like, by the way, you can purchase these over on my website. I'll leave the link down below in the description for you, and you can leave the link below in the description for them. Now, of course, if you want, you can actually, instead of selling it right there, which I would suggest going to your blog post instead and saying, look, if you want to read more about this, because I wrote a blog post on this video, sending them to your blog about it, they click the link in the description of the video, go to your blog post, and read more about wax warmers. They're like, oh, I'm stoked about this. And they see pictures of it on your website. They see your banners. They see everything that you've done informing people about Scentsy and how great it is. And they're like, okay, I want to buy. So at the bottom, your call to action, because you've educated them and they're like stoked about this, is the Scentsy warmer, or a direct link to the Scentsy page where it's the warmers and they can go shopping through it. So that is a complete option. Or if you don't want to send them to the sales page, you can actually have them contact you saying direct, because I know that you're allowed to say, message me for special offers. Maybe you could say, and they're like, or if you don't want to purchase right now, you could contact me for see what my special offers for the season are, or whatever it is that you're allowed to say in the guidelines. I don't want to say anything that's not allowed in your guidelines, of course. So that's just also very exciting. I mean, it's all together, and you can promote and sell your things in such a fun way where people are like, this is so exciting. I had no idea a candle warmer was like that. Or say, you guys have awesome home good lines and soaps and stuff like that. You could educate your audience on the soaps and stuff. Sorry, you see me, I'm rolling back. I do my videos on like a yoga ball. So sorry, I'm getting very into this video. It's very exciting. I hope you're learning so much. If you are, make sure you like this video and share it with other consultants who could use this in their business. But yes, this is also exciting. The next thing after engaging content, because we just talked about how you can create engaging content. We talked about some tips you can do for creating engaging content, like asking questions, creating social media posts, videos, blogging. I gave you some specific tips what you can do with that. The next thing is consistent content. Now that you know how to do it and what content to do, we want to stay consistent on that. And that's something I actually wasn't very good at in the beginning, and I struggled with, because one, I know we're busy. I know we all have stuff to do. I mean, previously, before I was able to work full-time in my business, I was a bartender and server. And when I came home, when I worked during the day, or if I worked in the evenings, depending on what shift it was, I was sometimes too tired to post. I was too tired to do a video, or it was just not the right time and I just pushed it off. So some days it would be like, I would post consistently, and then other days it'd be like ghosted for a week or 2 weeks or sometimes 3 weeks. And then it's like a month flew by and it's like, I did nothing. No wonder I didn't get the results I didn't want. So that's the same thing with you. Consistency is going to be key, even though nothing happens overnight. And I'm sure you're upline and people and your mentors have told you this. It's not going to happen instantly. Yes, you are going to sign up people, but those people who are the top leaders in Scentsy, they work their butt off. They work their butt off. So they work so hard, and that's the same thing that you're going to be doing too. So I will say, I previously did a company before I was a business coach. I was in a marketing company, an MLM company, and I did horribly at it because I did sell all my friends and family, and I did consistently sell my product online, and I was not doing it in a way that's interesting. And what I'm sharing with you today, if I knew what I knew today, I would have done it completely differently and approached it differently, and definitely worked out better for me. But then I would have never learned the things I would have learned, and I wouldn't be here today. And that is why we're here today, but we're getting sidetracked with that. So for you to stay consistent, let's get back on you. For you to stay consistent, you want to plan your content. How you can plan your content? You can use Buffer. I'm sure you've heard of Buffer. I like to use Planoly personally. I personally for Instagram. You could upgrade. I don't know if it does Facebook. It might just be Instagram, but I use it just for Instagram. On my Facebook, honestly, I actually went to just posting my videos. I really don't post much content on my fan page anymore, except for just videos and educating people and driving them to my website like I talked about, because I want people to go to my website and check out all my information on my homepage. So but for Planoly, the other thing, just brain dump. If you want to post every day on social media, take it out and be like, okay, I'm going to write down 7 posts and have 7 posts for the day. Because you can be posting once a day, 2 times a day, 3 times a day. I honestly post about once a day. 3 times a day is a lot to post, and there's a lot of content, and it can be frustrating, especially if you start out the bat really hot and you have you have 4 or 5 days done with 3 posts, and then the 5th day it's like you kind of hit the wall because you went out so hard. But you could have broken down all those posts and had pretty much your whole month done. So when you're writing out your posts, I actually like to do it all at once. So if I'm posting, I'll be like, okay, say, let's go back to the ones where we did the candle warmers and stuff, and you can plan out your posts. Plan out your posts that you did. As we talked about what you're doing, maybe you do the room post about the smell good that is in the room, or you do the one that's the plug-in in the wall, or the one with the cord. Each one can be individual posts that you write about. Then each one could be maybe each individual video that you do, and then maybe you also have a blog post that you do. So lots of options, lots of things that you can do, and you can actually post them onto your social media site. So the post that's straightly on Facebook, one post you're sharing the blog, one post you're sharing the video, another one you're maybe doing a collage and being like, which one do you prefer? So lots of ways for you to post different things, but also repurpose your content so it's not just thrown away once you use it. Because if you educate someone on a Scnenty warmer or a plug-in wall plug-in, maybe other people are looking for that, and you can repurpose that and reuse that information. Now, of course, that was just a basic example because you guys know your company way more, and you guys can come up with so many more ideas for your blog post than I could or videos. Now, of course, if you want help with that, I would love to help you with that. You can always contact me, and I have coaching plans for different prices, or that monthly plan like I talked about, where you can access and ask me questions on that, so that can help you out as well. Another thing I like to use for staying consistent is Evernote or Trello. Trello is like a board where you move things on there. That can help. Or Evernote, I just kind of pile all my thoughts in there, notes. Or you can just create a spreadsheet on Google Docs. To be honest though, in the beginning I tried doing that. It got a little overwhelming. So I personally just wrote them out and I put them directly into Planoly and planned them out, or I went straight to Facebook and I put them in there and scheduled them. Because if I just put them in a spreadsheet and then I had to go copy and paste them and put them in there, it got a little bit too repetitive for me, and I wanted it to be automatically posted without me having to be there at that time. And that's how it can save you time, especially if you're a busy mom or if you're at school, if you have lots of obligations that you can't be there at that exact time to post. So let's move on to the last thing that we're going to talk about for, ideas to bring people over is free offer. Now, I do know you guys maybe give away free samples or stuff like that. I'm talking about something that's a little different than that. I'm talking about something maybe like an ebook or a video series or a audio, something that your potential customer could take on the road with you. Because it could depend. What if your potential customer is going to be wanting to sign up as a consultant? What if your potential customer is wanting to just buy products? What if your potential customer is wanting to maybe both? Well, you can have different offers for those people. So say someone shows interest and is interested in purchasing a product, and say they're interested specifically in a candle warmer. You could have a free offer explaining maybe the benefits or the perks of a candle warmer, throw in some fun facts about a candle warmer. I don't really know if they're fun facts about a candle warmer, but see if it is. You can throw your own little twist on it, something that would be like, okay, this is really cool that this person did that. You can do a video You could also, like you said, at the end, maybe have them message you at the free offer if they're interested in a sample for it. So it's just an additional way to do it. What else? I need to get some water. Hold on, I'm getting throat's very dry. Okay. So, now on the other hand, what if they want to be like a consultant? Say, educate them on maybe the first way they could make their first $100 or make their money back from, because I don't know how much I don't remember how much your starter kit is, or educate them how they can make their money back on their starter kit, or whatever it is that would be an enticing thing that you can actually do and actually help them do. I'm not saying put out a false claim. Make sure that this is something you can actually do and help them. Yeah, but by no means you don't want to, like I know your company, they don't want you to sell, say, you know, I'm offering free bars if you buy from me. Like, they don't want you to do that. So you definitely want to make sure you're in compliance and everything is in rules with your Scnenty business. What else? What you always want to remember, now let's talk about with customers. One thing you always want to remember, and this may sound really, really basic, but does this help my customer? Is this something that they want? Is this something that's going to benefit them? You could be selling to someone till you're blue in the face, but if they have no desire or no want for the product, they're not going to get it, and they're going to give you the hint for it. So you can continue to persist and try to change that to a no, but that's something that is going to be a waste of your time, especially if they've indicated that. Now, you never know down the line, they may turn around and change their mind, but if they've definitely indicated at the time they're not interested in it, or they don't want it, or they don't need it, or they for sure can't afford it, then there's no reason for you to continue to pursue it at this time. So that's something that as a seller, that's your responsibility to do. So, like, for example, for me as a business coach, when I'm talking and I'm working with clients, I would never recommend something that I don't believe that they can't do or that they cannot do themselves. So if they can't afford something, or if they specifically said they have no desire to do it, that's something that I don't do with them, because that's just their thing, and I would listen to what they're telling me that they want or that they're interested in doing. Now, of course, if it's something I would suggest for their benefit and they kind of didn't know about it, like, well, I do suggest this is something that is beneficial to you. So I've spoken with people who do not see website or blogging as beneficial to their business. And of course, in the beginning, we don't work on that. But then I do say, and I show them along the way of, look, this can help you while we're doing this, if you were to be blogging, or if you were to be doing, creating your website. So I'm not necessarily for it, but showing them how it actually is helping them. And that's what your responsibility is as a Scnenty consultant. You can't just necessarily force it down their throat either. And that's when questions come in. So that goes into the next one. Questions. When you are talking with potential customers, you want to be asking questions and listening. You don't want to be telling, and telling some more. Because why does someone buy? Why do you buy? Think about it. Just think about it. Think about yourself. Why do you buy something? Do you buy it because someone told you to buy it? Do you buy it because the person on TV told you to buy it? Do you buy it because your friend bought it? Do you buy it because your spouse told you to buy it? I mean, possibly. But you ultimately bought it because you wanted to buy it. You wanted the product. Sorry, the thing just cut off. But if you wanted it and you wanted to buy it, you bought it. So if you're selling your Scnenty product for you and you're selling it only for your benefit because you want to fill your pockets, your paycheck, don't get me wrong, that's all our goal. But the thing is the person can feel that. When you message me straight on saying, I have products, this is the company, this is X, Y, and Z, this is how much it costs, would you like to join my business, would you like to buy this product? It is word vomit of the mouth. You didn't even let me get a chance to say, hello, how are you? And remember, this is a social platform, so people are pretty turned off by that instant aggressiveness of buy, because people don't want to be like sold. They don't want to be like shoved down their face. They want to do it because they want to do it and they see the benefit in it. Now, of course, you encourage that along the way and you are there to guide them and show them, but in an ethical way. So, questions is how you do this, and finding out what they're interested in, what they do. So say they say they have kids. Say they have kids and they don't like using candles around the house because they don't want their little kids around fire. You have a great product for them. Okay, ask her some more questions, or him some more questions. Oh, that's, when you get on the subject of that, like, because you get on the subject of kids, and then all of a sudden, say, okay, let's just rewind it. So say you're talking with someone, you're like, oh, I check out your profile. I see you have a really beautiful family. I see that you guys just went on vacation on so-and-so in the photo. That looked like an awesome time. I look forward to connecting with you on here. Whatever. Wait till they respond to you. When they respond to you, you can say, and they'll be like, okay, thank you. That's so nice of you. It's so nice to meet you. Like, oh, it's so nice to meet you too. I really, your family is so cute, you already said that. And then you can continue on asking another question, saying maybe, I am in the Scnenty business. I'm a Scnenty consultant, and I see that you have kids in your house. How do you feel about candles versus waxless candles? Like, ask a question that's harmless. Like, see what she's interested in. And she's like, maybe she'll come out and be like, no, I'm not interested. I don't want to buy anything. Okay. It's okay. It was an objection. Don't be hard. Don't be mad. Don't be upset by it. Just say, okay. Just laugh it off. Be like, okay, well, honestly, I was just curious. I'm a, Scnenty consultant, and I love, knowing what people's preferences are, especially when they have kids in the household. If you have kids, relate and say, like, I have kids or something. And then maybe she'll come back and be more friendly on the other end and be like, oh, okay, well, I would prefer having, actually waxless in my house because I don't want my little 3-year-old around fire. And it's like, okay, well, and then you can continue on with the conversation. Continue to ask a question. Now, what if you rewind, and what if you asked that same question from the beginning and you asked, do you like candles or the waxless in your house? And she's like, oh, and she's friendly right after that. She's like, oh, I actually prefer the waxless. And it's like, oh, that's so cool. I'm actually, I'm a Scnenty consultant. I actually sell waxless things. Have you ever used these products? My Scnenty products? And she could come back with, no, I haven't used these products. Or she could come back with, yes, I actually have them right now. Or she could come back with, no, I don't want to buy anything right now. So there's lots of options where they can come back. So there's no perfect sales script for me to tell you, but all you can say is read the situation and answer with questions. So I'm giving away way too much right now. I'm talking about way too long right now because, my goodness, how long is this video? It's going to be really long. So let's just rewind everything, because to make sure you covered everything that we learned. So we covered exactly 3 ways to promote your business. You want to do it through social media, videos, and blogging. I'm not saying those are the only ways. I'm saying those are additional to what you're doing right now, and that could be very, very, very beneficial. The ways that you can bring over potential customers and get them is through an engagement and creating engaging content, which you may know, but you do this through creating maybe your own graphics through Canva, asking questions, creating collages, posting different varieties of photos, not just the same type of photo consistently over and over again. Creating a free offer, something that's interesting for your potential customer, or maybe a potential consultant who wants to do what you're doing, something that's enticing and being like, okay, I want to check this out. This is really interesting. And then also for prospecting, always remember, think about what they want, not what you want, because they're going to buy for their reasons, not for your reasons. So that leads into the next one, asking questions. Ask questions, questions, questions. So with that being said, that was all for the training right now. I hope you guys learned so much on how to sell for your Scnenty business. Of course, please leave a comment below if there was anything that I missed about your compliance or rules. And if any other Scnenty consultants that you know could use this information in their business, please do share this with them. That would be so beneficial. And if you want to see more training like this, I can actually dive more. It just cut off again. Let me know in the comments below so I know to make more videos for you. And with that being said, if you want more coaching from me personally, I offer personal coaching packages. I'll leave the link below in the description or on the screen for you. And there's a couple options you can pick from. Or I do actually offer a new monthly group I just started, especially for people who can't necessarily afford that premium coaching one-on-one. But within this group, you do get access to me one-on-one questions, stuff like that, and a bunch of other bonuses. I'll leave the link down below as well. You can purchase that also monthly, or there's a yearly for 50% off. Currently, I'll do a winter special for you. But with that being said, I look forward to knowing how you're doing in your business, and I'll just cut out again. I got to delete all my data again. With that being said, I look forward to hearing from you. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out and make sure. I just had to completely change like the card on it. The storage was like, I'm full, but I completely lost my train of thought. But I hope you love this video. I hope it was so beneficial for you as a Scnenty consultant. And I think I already said, make sure you like and share this video with someone, and I will see you in the next video. And yep, I think that's it. God, the very end of this was just like, can't believe it cut off that many times. Full SD cards. Man, I did that in a video I did like 2 weeks ago. I gotta check that before I start recording, especially if it's gonna be a long one. All right, so have a wonderful, wonderful evening, because the sun is set now. When I started this video, it was bright out. All right, so with that being said, I will see you in the next video. Bye.